Yo, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another Genshin Impact video. And today we're going to be talking about why a lot of people don't use Amber, the Outrider, or our favorite Outrider for the Favonius Knights. And yeah, I'll just get right into the video, so let's talk about it. Alright, I'm gonna be honest. I think the main reason people don't use Amber is because she's trash. Let's be real here. Come on. Let's be real here. All right, let's just cue the outro. Cue the outro. Okay, no, but seriously, I think the reason she's not being used right now is because she's kind of underpowered and there's a lot of better units out there at the moment. But let's just get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that she doesn't really have a dedicated weapon. You could use the 5-star Ammo's bow, but you shouldn't really use that on her. You'd rather use it on Ganyu, for example. Other than comparing characters, we could talk about her artifacts. Her two best artifacts are going to be the Wanderers or the Crimson Witch, and even then, Crimson Witch is like kind of hard to activate because the only one you can use is Xingqui. So I mean, I do try to use Amber here with Xingqui, but it is a little bit annoying because every single time I want to activate Hydra on her, I have to press circle and normal attack because there's no other way to activate the swords with how Amber works. And all you're going to be doing with Amber is charge shots. So I mean, if you can deal with this, then yeah, it can kind of work, but I mean, what is the point? You can use other pyro characters, you know? There's even Xiangling or freaking Diluc or literally anyone else that will work with normal attacking and proccing this without having to worry about it. If you look at the two best pyro DPSs in the game, that can be Hu Tao and Xiangling. Hu Tao being the best single target pyro DPS and Xiangling being the best AoE pyro DPS, with Diluc coming in kind of short, not last, like not the worst, but decent. And then I mean, Amber is literally just straight all the way at the bottom. There's just better characters that you can pick. And I'm not trying to hate on Amber. I think she's a really cool character, and I do love her design as well. But when it comes to her core mechanics, they're just awful. She doesn't do a lot of damage, and when you compare it to other power DPSs, she's all the way at the bottom of the barrel. And not only that, there's another Cryo Amber, that's what people call her, aka Ganyu, who is the best DPS in the game, and she doesn't even come close, regardless if she's a 4-star, not even close. I think now we can start talking about Constellations. So her first Constellation just has to fire 2 arrows with the second arrow doing 20% damage. And honestly, that kind of sucks because it doesn't do any AoE whatsoever, and it's not going to do a bunch. When it comes to her second Constellation, I mean, I don't even know. Hitting Baron Bunny makes a deal 200% additional damage. When are you ever going to shoot your Baron Bunny? Like, that's just so tedious. It just doesn't work with her, you know? Like, this is also a useless Constellation. Her third Constellation is just a little upgrade, so it's not that crazy. Her C4 just reduces her little Baron Bunny's cooldown by 20%. Her fifth Constellation is just an elemental skill upgrade, so that's kind of decent. Her sixth Constellation is just a movement speed and attack bonus after she ults. I think it's safe to say that her Constellations kind of suck and they don't make her stronger in any which way or form. When it comes to her normal attack modifiers, they're kind of low, her charge shot being only 124% at level 1, and it only goes to 174 at level 6. The same thing with her explosive damage on her Baron Bunny, 123 now, but 174 at level 6. Very, very low for elemental skills, as well as the fact that that's probably never going to hit an enemy. Her 500% on her ult is actually decent. It's not that bad, but there are better ultimates out there that hit harder. Her first passive at least is decent. You get bonus crit rate and you get extra AoE, which isn't bad. And this one, bonus attacks for weak points, and that's normally what you're going to be shooting. Amber as a character and her character like mechanics are very, very flawed. For example, if you talk about her elemental skill, the fact that it's probably never going to hit an enemy and the taunt is broken. It almost never works at all. And her normal attack modifiers are way too low for any other 4-star that we've seen, really. Like, if she's going to be a DPS, at least let her do some kind of damage. And even if she's not a DPS, like a support, why does her elemental skill suck so bad? Her ult isn't that bad, honestly. It's pretty good, but when compared to other characters like Hu Tao, Insane Nuking Ult, and even Diluc, which doesn't really do that much damage, just that extra dot, but his elemental skills is way better than hers. Even Hu Tao's elemental skill is insane when it comes to charge shots, or charge attacks. And Amber can't really compete with those characters whatsoever. regardless of the fact that she's a 4-star. If you look at characters like Kaya came out almost at the exact same time Amber did, and he is now nowhere near as bad as Amber is. He is actually a very, very underrated character in this game. Another character we can talk about is Ganyu, which is, like I said, the Crow version of Amber. And she is 10 times better than this character. Like, there's almost no comparison because Ganyu is so good with the fact that her charge shots are like 300% of a modifier leveled up, and they do AoE and they hit twice, so it's like 600% damage, which is ridiculous. And it's like, if you're gonna gear up Amber, why if you have a Ganyu, you know what I mean? And again, there's also another pirate bow user in the game, Yoimiya, and she's way better than Amber because she works with most of these characters that work with normal attacks. You know, she's a normal attacking DPS while Amber is a charge shot one. So it's like, if you really think about it, they pretty much just hit Amber with as bunch of nerfs, or like as bunch of indirect nerfs as possible, making it so that she's almost unusable and not very viable at all. And that's what kind of sucks about her, and that's why I feel bad for her, because, you know, she could be a pretty decent character, usable at some way, not be considered the worst character in the game if Genshin would just give her some kind of chance. To summarize, I think the reason why people consider Amber to be the worst character in this game is the fact that she doesn't really work well with some of the best 4-star supports in this game, and they're just better options to choose from. For example, you have Diluc, Hu Tao, Ganyu, and Xiangling. Xiangling being the best 4-star power DPS in this game without a doubt. I think I covered everything that I can really talk about Amber. If you guys enjoyed the video, please be sure to like and subscribe, and thank you all for watching.